local station. This is Weather Authority Weekday.
Well, hello there. Happy Monday morning to you. I am meteorologist Michelle McCormick. Good to be with you on the Weather Authority Weekday show. And it is a glorious Monday out there. Not only did the Jags win, but you know what? It's winning weather as well. So take a look here. They haven't changed it out yet. And I love this camera at the Morningstar Marina here in Mayport, and the flag. No, it's not your eyes. It's not the camera. It is a Jaguar flag, and you can't really see it, but where the stars normally are on the Stars and Stripes is the Jaguar logo, and it's teal on the stripes. And this is the flag that they usually put up, and they had it up all day yesterday, and it's flying very high and proud today. It just froze there for a second, but what a beautiful way to honor and support our hometown team, and they brought in the W yesterday. All right, it's already 67 degrees. Yeah, the winds are out of the north. Now, they've been out of the west the past couple of days, and yesterday we did have some gusty winds out of the west as well. The northerly winds now that are coming in are because of the cold front pushing through. It's a very dry, not really affecting us cold front, if you will. All right, here's the airport. Planes flying in and out. No delays due to weather at our local airport. Always check ahead with your airline, of course. It's 66 degrees here. Again, that wind out of the north. Humidity dropping. Look at this beautiful, beautiful sight. This is our backyard, you know, and it's funny because I live in Jax Beach, and I can honestly say in pure transparency that I don't go to the beach enough. And I live like half a mile away. I'm one of those loser people who've lived here for almost 27 years and say, oh, I live in Jax Beach and I love it. I wouldn't live anywhere else. And then I never go to the beach. So you know what? Maybe today's the day. I'm going to go check it out. But look at that. Low tide is coming up at 12:30, and we are inching up to it there, 67 degrees, low to moderate rip current risk through here. Again, winds out of the north at 5. Current temperatures, though, looking good. Now, in some areas, we were in the upper 40s, but mostly the mid 50s this morning. We've moved about 11 degrees, 12 degrees in some spots. We had some low fog this morning in spots, mostly in our southern counties. That cold front just pushing everything south. And our southern temperatures remain warmer as that cold front pushes through, making 70 degrees already in Gainesville, where now the lowest temperature overnight was at 61 in Gainesville and 52 in McClenny. And then we had those upper 40s in Waycross this morning as that cold front started to make its way through. And temperatures, they'll be on the rise today into the mid 70s for folks in southeast Georgia. The difference a day makes, though, yesterday was a little bit on the warmer side prior to this cold front coming through, and right now in Waycross it's 6 degrees cooler than it was this time yesterday, but it's 5 degrees warmer in Gainesville as that front pushes through. Those temperatures are kind of balancing out. For today, though, clear, dry, light winds across the area. We've seen those northerly winds already. Temperatures here at the pool are going to be close to 78 degrees. Still want to put on some sunscreen with a moderate UV index, but honestly, yesterday our high was 80 degrees. So even though a cold front is coming through, it's not really affecting our daytime highs across the area. All right, let's talk about what is affecting us across our area, and that is the dry weather. So the arrows, the dark blue arrows you see here, that's our wind coming from the north, moving to the south. Light winds across the area, but the conditions remain dry. And I'm going to go through the timestamp here at the top, and now going through the afternoon and into the early evening on Monday and into Tuesday overnight. Winds don't change much, but the dry conditions stay the same. We could have an opportunity Tuesday mornings of some light shower moving on shore, but mostly staying south St. Johns County. Not even enough to make a difference if it even makes it to the ground. But again, what is pretty consistent here over the next 48 hours to the next, as we move through Wednesday, what is consistent is the dry weather. And keep in mind, all of our records come out of Jacksonville International Airport. And right now we are less than an inch of rain over the past 30 days. So the drought is real, the dry spell, however you want to refer to it. But drought.gov is a super handy tool. So if you type in drought.gov, Duval County, Florida, it brings up all the data. You bring up Clay County, bring up Ware County, Georgia, bring up your county, and it'll pretty much spell it out for you. But this map, this drought monitor, is up to date. And the areas that you see in red, those are extreme drought. That means they are beyond dry. And then the severe area is in orange, and it stretches all the way from Glenn County through Nassau County into Baker County and Columbia County, all parts of that, and portions of Union, Bradford County as well, moving into that moderate, and then we have the dry. Now, what this is basically saying is that over the last week, over 100% people in Duval County have been affected by drought. And that means our aquifers are low, our estuaries are low, some of our creeks are going to show some dry, crusty water beds through the riverbeds. If you water your grass on regular water, you might just want to be a little more conservative. If you have a well, you should be okay. But also, with these dropping humidities, because we are in fall, so we don't have that moisture in the air, and with the winds that aren't too bad right now, we do have that opportunity for dangerous fire weather across our area. So no unnecessary burning. Check your local area for any burn bans. I don't see any from the National Weather Service right now, but this is something we need to be really focusing on. And I did write an article, it's on news4jax.com. I wrote it on Friday. I have to think back a couple days, but I think it's on Friday. Just check it out because there are links to drought.gov in reference to this drought monitor, and because it hasn't really changed much. But the rain totals here, this is the GFS forecast rain totals, and it's going to go out like 168 hours, 7 days. And you can just see that's Thursday at 12:30, and it's going through the timestamp rather quickly because there's no rain in our forecast. And this is Saturday at 3 o'clock, and everyone could, there could be some sprinkles in the air on Saturday and into Sunday. There's a 20% chance of rain going into Monday at 11 o'clock. So we've gone a full 7 days from today at 10 to next Monday at 11. And the only spot that may even have a 1/10 to a 1/2 inch of rain is Lake City. So that's not where the rain will make a huge difference if it is even accumulating at that point. So also something to keep in mind, when we put percentages on our maps and we talk about 20%, 30%, 40%, that's the POP, and that means the probability of precipitation totals. So we say 20%, that doesn't mean our region, 20% of our region, that means 20% chance that we'll have accumulated some rainfall. So it's not likely that we're going to have much over the next 7, even 10 days. But going into Thanksgiving looks to be quite nice. Anyway, I get ahead of myself. But here we have high temperatures today, back to your Monday temperatures, moving into the upper 70s, inland staying in the low 70s, at the beaches, very nice. Our average high for right now should be 73, and that's again at the airport. Now, Southeast Georgia experiencing some lower to mid 70s after that cold front pushed through. And then west of town, while still being in the low 80s for Stark, Keystone Heights, Gainesville, Lake City, looking for the warming temperatures into the low 80s. Quite pleasant, plenty of sunshine and calm winds throughout the day, and then the high temperatures across the entire state of Florida. I mean, honestly, these look like springtime temperatures, not fall. Our average high should be 73. We're well above that. Our average low should be around 53. We're been about that in the morning as well. Overnight temperatures dropping back down into the 60s, then into the upper 50s. Clear skies, the opportunity for some patchy fog to develop. Yet again, depends on the winds overnight. They don't look to be that bad, so it allows that cold air to sink. And with the warm ground that we have, the warm air rises, cold air sinks. That's how we get that cloud on the ground that forms, especially over our water, which is also a little bit on the warmer side at times than the air temperature. Here we have those temperatures across the area for tomorrow morning, 56 degrees in Jacksonville, a little bit cooler in southeast Georgia, Waycross, 46 degrees, and then upper 40s for McClenny going into tomorrow. So here we have the 7-day forecast for you folks. Okay, so this is the next 7 days, taking us through next weekend, and 80 degrees by next Sunday with that 20% chance of accumulated precipitation. However, it's not likely rain, and none of this will impact you, except you might be like, I don't have to turn my sprinklers on if it does rain in my backyard. Keep in mind, the rain that we've had over the past few months might have rained more at your backyard than it has at the airport, but all the numbers officially come out of the Jacksonville International Airport. So that's what we base everything on. But this looks quite nice. I mean, if you like temperatures in the 80s in the afternoon and bright blue skies and sunshiny weather, I do. I'm your 80s and sunshine kind of gal. The forecast is great. Now, looking ahead to Thanksgiving, Francine, I think you'll like this, okay? Turkey trot runners, your morning should look great. And then afternoon diners, we eat at like 2 o'clock after we go to Pete's. It's gonna be great. I think temperatures are gonna stay in that mid to upper 70 range on Thanksgiving Day with plenty of sunshine. So that is your forecast for your 10 o'clock Weather Authority weekday show. I will be with you at noon today on News4JAX and News4JAX.com right here and News4JAX Plus. So you know what? Make it a great day. Let us know if you're watching, and if you have any questions about weather, we'd love to address them right here. You can always email me at mmccormick@WJXT.com or send it to weather@WJXT.com. Make it a great day.
See why every day more people are choosing News4JAX, Northeast Florida and South Georgia's #1 source for local news.